Welcome to this video on a month of mindfulness, a short video series of monotangles in black and white with the emphasis on here and now with a pen. And welcome to the last day. It was really quite hard to decide what to do for the last day of the month. But if you've made it all this way to this very last day of these mindful Zentangle ideas, you will have a beautiful collection of tangles. Congratulations! And now, let us finish off your collection. This was a bit of a decision as to what to make, but the last tangle that I've chosen to do is Scena by ZenHQ, zentangle.com. And this has been one of my all-time favourites for making me slow down and really focus on the line. And so I encourage you today to really slow down with this one. And to honour the lack of speed that I'm going to take, so far I've been illustrating it with a Pigma Fine pen, but today I'm just going to use my 01. Because it's going to be a lot of lines, it's just going to make me slow down even more. And because there are a lot of lines today, I'm going to make the section on my tile a little smaller, just so I can get it through in about 10 minutes just for you guys. So here is my slightly smaller section that I'm going to work on my tile today. It does not matter what shape or size of section you do, because this one is a very organic tangle that just fills up to wherever the edge of the space is. However, what is important is the first stroke that you put down is a beautiful smile. And then from this smile start, we're going to take a line that wiggles its way from the edge of your smile to the edge of your section. You can embrace a curve or a wiggle. And then we're going to aura. We're going to do some tethered auras. So from the same part of your smile, I'm just going to gently aura that wiggly line that I've already drawn on. Tethered at one end, and ever so slowly just aura the line that already exists. If you just go a little bit wonky or wacky, don't worry. Just tether the next one and embrace that curve the next time you aura. Each time tethering the aura onto your beautiful smile that's somewhere in the middle. And you may want to include a little bit of sparkle. So on your aura line, just have a pause. Perhaps add a dot, and then carry on the line as you go. If you find that your aura line is beginning to straighten out, feel free to just embrace a slightly wider aura in places and encourage that curve again to appear. And once you get to the end of your smile, just head over the edge and keep going around your section. I often find if I'm starting from one singular point, that my auras around the edges might get a little wider, and that's fine. Once I've reached the end of my smile, I'm now going to draw this way round, attaching the top of the smile onto the edge of the section here. Perhaps include a little bit of sparkle as well. I mentioned that your auras might get slightly wider as you reach the circumference, and that's fine. That perhaps allows us to just add a few enhancement techniques, like weighted lines and roundings. So just at the end here, where my lines are slightly further apart, I'm just adding a little extra bit of ink, a bit wider there, and still embracing those curves that I've produced with these lovely aura lines, each one tethered onto your start smile. And you'll find, as you tether your lines in, that you begin to run out of a little bit of space around your smile. That's fine, just carry on the line from where you can start it. Include a little bit of sparkle, or even the odd sparkling orb inside your tethered aura line. Each time I do this tangle, I have no idea how it's going to completely end up, but I can rely on the fact that this tangle will fill any space. It's a maze-based tangle, one that just covers all areas, all sections, whatever the size. But as you begin to join up and finally complete, you'll notice that your tethers get closer, and that just gives you a new space to start it off. It's a very organic tangle. So now that we've completed our pen work, perhaps I might tidy up the odd weighted line where I got my pen a little wider. And then I'll add some shading. This is when this tangle really comes alive. So I'm just going to add an extra bit of graphite between where I had heavier amounts of black. I might just do a little bit around the edge. Just taking that initial string line and adding some in, more graphite in. And then, and this is where I think this one is delicious, I might add a little bit of graphite where my lines get busier. And I also might add some graphite on going in the other direction, so perpendicular direction to all your lines. A little bit extra down there. And once I've got that initial graphite line in, I'll use my tortillon to gently blend the graphite into the texture of the paper and into the tangle. Where the line was going in perpendicular to my lines, if I just smoosh it in gently following the line, I'll notice how the tangle then begins to pop with 3D. Doesn't matter where you put it, begin to put some lines that are a little bit closer together. I might put graphite around there, but gently blend it across the way, and it will really light up this tangle and give it some 3D nature. I might choose to add some extra dots inside a line of sparkle that I produced, or I might just leave them blank. It is a beautiful maze-based tangle which fills any section that you want to play with. And I will just tether off perhaps one little aura line, or even a second or a third, to just tag my chop onto it. However you choose to do your chop, don't always forget, don't always forget to sign your artwork, so that when you spend a bit of time appreciating what you've just done, you will note that it's by you. So however you choose to do your auras, however you choose to do your shape with Scena today. Here's one that's a little bit more geometric and it looks completely different. This one here, I've had great fun with some extra orbs and not following a true section edge, just letting it wisp away into the background. Don't worry if your auras haven't been perfect. You've added some weighting, or just keep going. The lines add their own movement as this tangle grows. As I said, take your time. I never have any idea where this is going to go and what it's going to look like before I start, but I'm always delighted as how it reassuringly those tethered aura lines come together to complete the tangle. And as you finish this last one of the collection, whether you have chosen to draw them all as one tile, or perhaps within pages on a daily journal, or like me on individual tiles, do take time at the end of them all to look over them all and see your beautiful collection. This collection represents your commitment to see it through for the month, to slow down and take some time for yourself, to pause, create, and enjoy the focus. Congratulations on completing a month of mindfulness, here tangling away just with 10 minutes every day. Hopefully you found yourself starting to tune in more often and more spontaneously in all areas of your life. Now that you've been underway, perhaps you can manage to keep up the good mahi. Finding small opportunities to be mindful is one of the simplest ways that we can relieve stress, lift our mood, boost our mental health. And as with any good habit, what we practice grows stronger. So however yours look, I hope that you are sitting back and admiring your collection of a little 10 minutes every day for a month. You've got a month of mindful moments, a month done in this mindful month. Congratulations, enjoy and admire, and keep up the very, very good work you've started. Enjoy your tangling, and hopefully next time you're drawing one of these tangles, you'll think back to your mindful month, and it will remind you to keep that focus and enjoy the opportunities. Happy tangling.